you talk about nouns, some can be counted, some cannot be counted. Now, if you say your house is dusty, you cannot count how many dust. So, it is uncountable. Then you say your room is dirty. You cannot count. What dirt is that? So, something, smoke. My room is full of smoke. Can you count the smoke? No. So, now we are going to do countable, uncountable nouns. Okay? We will do few sentences for us to understand what are countable and uncountable nouns. These uncountable nouns are rarely used in plural. Rarely. They are used in plural. We talk about meat, gold, dust, smoke, furniture, sugar, milk. All these should be used only in the singular form. Okay. So, we are going to do countables and uncountables. I said these countables are rarely used as plural, very rare. Okay. Now, let us look at it. Most of the time we use it as singular form. Now, let us look at this sentence. I gave her all my furniture. And look at the word furniture. Now, you can count the furniture. So, it is countable. I gave her all my furniture. They say uncountables are rarely used as plural. Here it is countable. It is countable. I gave her all my furniture. You can count the furniture. Whether it's a small furniture, a big or mighty, whatever it is. Now look at this sentence. Okay, that is one sentence. They gave us, look at this carefully. They gave us all their furniture. I gave her all my furniture. They gave us all their furniture. Now what we are looking at it, whether it is one furniture or all furnitures, we are using this in a singular, plural, both forms. Now, they say countable, this is countable noun. Uncountable nouns are used in plural. Now, let us look at another sentence. The floor. The floor was covered. With dust and dirt. Dust and dirt. Now, you cannot count dust and dirt. Okay, the floor was covered with dust. How much of dust? We do not know. But this is uncountable. Now, they are telling that uncountables are rarely used as plural. It is singular because you cannot count them. Now, look at this sentence. The floors were covered. That is singular. Were covered with dust, dust and dirt. You can see here the flow. It can be one room, singular. You use it, dust and dirt, singular form. But here, flows were, that means number of rooms. Number of rooms. The floors were covered with dust. So you cannot count. So that is uncountable noun. They say uncountable nouns are rarely used in plural. It has to be singular, plural. It is the same. You understand the same because you cannot count the dust and the dirt. But there are things used only in singular form, that is this furniture. Now look at it is countable, whether it is she gave her all her furniture. It can be 2 or 4. They gave us all the furniture. We cannot count. We can count, but all. But in both the cases, we say furniture only. Whether it is one furniture or many furniture, we say furniture. So countable. This is called countable noun. This is called uncountable noun. Now let's look at milk. When you say milk, you cannot count milk. Sugar, you cannot count. Then smoke. My room was full of furniture. The house was full of smoke. The house, all the rooms were full of smoke. Now, you cannot count the smoke. Then, sugar. He brought me, you cannot count the grains. You can only say sack of sugar or kilos of sugar. Then, when you talk about gold, you cannot count gold. You can say so many grams or so many bars. When you say meat, you cannot count meat, uncountable. Then you will say sack of meat or you can say boxes of meat. Now we are going to see some nouns. Here, let's look at the nouns once more. We can count the furniture, but we cannot count dust and dirt. We can count how many sheep or how many animals were killed for meat, but you cannot count the meat. You cannot count sugar. You cannot count smoke. You cannot count dirt. So when you call this type, we say uncountable. And it is always used, whether it's a singular or plural, it's always used as anything because you cannot count them. Now we will go into something different, singular, plural form. 2 more little things we need to do.